here's where we stand, and it's all beginning to happen now, and the storm is consolidating just off the mouth of the Mississippi River. So here you go, as of the advisory at 1 o'clock Central, 2 o'clock Eastern, 75-mile-an-hour hurricane, but with very low pressure. And what the low pressure is, in some sense, a measure of is the amount of energy in the storm, but in this case, that energy is spread out over a large area, so we're getting strong winds well displaced from the center of the hurricane, and that we think will be the case throughout this entire event, and moving to the northwest at about 10 miles an hour on average. But when we go very close up on the high-resolution satellite, we can see the center there, and it looks like it's moving more in a west-northwest direction and very, very slowly. This little blow-up of clouds here, we think that may be trying to form an eye wall, but that's what it's tried to do, and then it would kind of die out. But we are getting strong winds. We can measure, get measurements from various platforms and measurements out there. And look at this one down here, and this measurement was taken a good while ago now, about an hour ago. 64 miles an hour, gusting to 82, but this is almost up at 400 feet, about 40 stories on an oil platform. But over here, just about in this area, we had one right down at the surface was 63 miles per hour, gusting to 83. So with the center in this area here, the idea is if it tracks this way and then comes on up to the west of New Orleans, which is up in here, then these strong winds, the strongest winds in the hurricane, are on the right side of the storm, and so they're going to come over the city. By that time, it probably will be a little bit weaker because it'll be over land, but we don't like storms to go to the west of metropolitan areas because that brings the strongest winds in. Now, we're going to go to Mike Seidel in Orange Beach. Mike, because we